Canelo is impressive each and every time out for different reasons, mainly because he's an improving fighter. So every time he comes out, he shows me something different. I'd like to see him improve on his defense. Josecito was still able to land punches, even if he wasn't hurting Canelo. But offensively, it was just incredible. I mean, the varied attack, the fact that he punches from several different angles, he upstairs, downstairs. He's just as lethal to the body as he is to the head, which is incredible, and can punch with both hands. So I was impressed. I was also impressed with Josecito Lopez's heart, though. You got to give the kid credit because he's gone up 2 weight classes in a year, and you know it's not an easy thing to do. And physically, he was overmatched as far as the physicality of the fight. But in his in the heart department, he was not overmatched at all. He was fighting till the end, and it was Joe Cortez who had to get him out of there because the kid wasn't going to quit.
What would you like to see next for Lopez?
I'd like to see him come back to welterweight. You know, maybe get a soft touch. You know, he's made some good money in the past year. Maybe even if he takes a little lesser of an opponent for less money, just to kind of get his confidence back in the welterweight division, which is his real weight class. And then, you know, he'll be back from there. He's young. He can come back. It's all in his mind.
And is Canelo ready for Mayweather?
I don't think Canelo's ready for Mayweather, but I would be curious to see him with Cotto, because neither guy is shy about getting in the trenches. Both guys love to go to the body. Both guys have seen that defensively they're a little bit flawed and they're hittable. I think it's a fight of the year candidate. I mean, I think it really has a potential to be explosive. But let's see what Cotto does with Austin Trout first. Trout is going into harsh territory. Fighting Cotto in the Garden is tough, but if Cotto comes through Austin Trout, I'd be curious to see how Cotto and Canelo turns out. I think that's got a lot of potential.
You talked about fight of the year. That Maidana fight was a banger.
Man.
First of all, give your thoughts on that fight.
I was impressed with both guys. Soto Karass is never an easy opponent. You know, if you look at his record, his losses, and you think like, oh, this guy's half-assing it. But you know what? He always shows up to fight. He's got a couple of upsets in his career. He's been robbed once or twice, even against good prospects. So he shows up to fight. So the fact that Maidana is not shy about fighting in a phone booth and not shy about trading, and I knew that Karass has a good chin, made me feel that it might be a better fight than people might expect. And it was a good fight, and I was impressed. You know what impressed me also? Marcos using the jab, fighting off the back foot at times, and a couple of times he even rolled and countered. I was like, whoa, this guy's doing roll right hand counters. But overall, good back and forth action and a great stoppage.
How much trouble do you think he was in early in that fight?
Who, Maidana?
Yeah.
I thought at time, I mean, there was a point in the fight where I was like, man, is he gonna make it? And then he turned it around. But again, that's a champion's heart, champion's determination. You know, what separates us elite level fighters from everywhere else is not just the skill set, but also the willingness and the wherewithal mentally to get through tough moments and come back strong, you know?
I noticed they mentioned Maidana's name when you walked in the door, and you kind of had a surprised look on your face. What went through your head when you heard that? I
walked in and I heard my name, so I'm like, oh, where did I come up? And then I heard Richard Schaefer talking about Maidana and possible opponents. So, you know, of course, you know, I got a world title, so my name is going to be mentioned among all the top fighters, and Maidana's the top fighter.
And you got your fight coming up. Talk about what's going on for you.
Pablo Cano in Barclays Center on October 20th in Brooklyn. I'm very excited about it. It's going to be a special night, and I'm preparing very hard to impress my fans and friends and family.
How many of your fans, friends, and family have texted you for tickets already?
Too many, man. Too many. I think I'm shutting my phone off when we hit October.
Paulie, before I let you go, is there anything you want to tell the FightHub.com readers?
Showtime, October 20th. If you're in New York, come to the arena because it will be explosive. That arena is going to be, they're really pumping it. There's a lot of great shows in there, not just for boxing, but we are doing the first boxing event October 20th, and it will be fun.
Paulie, thanks for always being a class act and a pleasure to interview.
Thanks.